Hey guys, JoeBiz34 back again. Just wanted to give you a quick review. And no, this is not for a 1/6 item. This is for a 1/3 item. And what a tall drink of water this is. This is Wonder Woman as depicted by Lynda Carter back in the old 70s and 80s television series. Probably more of the, to be more specific, this outfit would be more of the season 2 and season 3 look, as the part 1 was a little more covered up and traditional. Definitely a different outfit and less revealing, and more World War II style, because that took place more in a period piece, where this was updated and brought her into the modern day at the time, which was the very late 70s, early 80s, into the mid 80s by the time all was said and done. And Lynda Carter to date is still arguably probably one of the most recognizable and best Wonder Womans there have been, as far as depicting maybe the second iteration, if you count others that subtly played Wonder Woman, you know, like quickly in a movie, or a failed TV pilot that I know was supposed to happen that was the same as the Batman series. And but you know, to this day, she's definitely still considered the Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot is definitely close in taking over in modern day, but they did include her, which was a nice classy touch as a character in a role in the new movies, just to still honor her being one of the original. Because me growing up, Lynda Carter definitely made me realize at a young age that you know, I liked women. I liked girls. So thank you for that, Lynda. But this is definitely a great piece to honor that. It's a statue. Mixed media, I guess you could consider, because of the cape. The cape is a deluxe exclusive. It's not automatic. You can get it without the cape. By default, that's the standard, and then the exclusive comes with the cape. The cape is very heavy and very nice, very detailed. As a matter of fact, in the packaging, there's the box that it comes with, which is beautiful. The big foam box and everything, that Blitzway you sent it in, you can see that takes up the majority of the room. But in addition, it does come with extra beads. I didn't know what this was for at first, but looking at the, as you see, they include extras there, just in case, I guess, any of the beads fall off the cape. And I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. This is a quick how-to guide. It shows the cape tied around her neck, and it kind of goes over briefly how to tie it, just so that you get the accurate pose there. Put it in under her arms. This is a static pose, so she doesn't move. There's a little metal rod that's on her left foot that goes into the base, as shown there. So they show you exactly where to put everything, which is a nice little touch. Simple, but, you know, short and sweet. They give you sort of this. I don't think this is numbered per se. I don't know. There is a number on the box itself. It's not on here. This is like sort of like a, I guess you could say, a certificate of authenticity, that, you know, the Blitzway hologram logo there, a QR code, which I'll scan later, see what that leads to, probably the information on this figure. Blitzway Prime Studio 1, all the creators and the sculptors and everybody involved in the project that was involved with this, so that's nice. And then on the box itself, which I just noticed here, it does give you the number, I guess the edition, which is 393 of 1350, 130.50. So I guess 393 out of 1,350 pieces. I don't know if this means altogether or just the exclusives that come with the cape, or if they mean like that's included with the standard. Paintwork is great. Definitely better than average for statues. Prime 1, you know, Blitzway always delivers in this department. I will knock it a little bit and say that the paintwork is a little flat. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how the Tweeterhead Wonder Woman, which I do have as well, the season 2 one that they first came out with, they came out with like a season 1 looking one as well. But the season 2 one had a similar problem where it looked great, it looks authentic, looks like her. I mean, they got the body down, the shape, you know, the female shape, everything, the boots, everything looks beautiful. It looks well done. I just think the skin tones is a little flat, and maybe they could be a little more, because on the box, if you look at the box, the shadowing and the makeup, it has a little bit more of a realistic skin texture there, as you can see. So a little trickery, if you ask me. Whereas in real life, it's great, and it's above average. Out of 10, I would probably give it about an 8.5. But I think if they did a little bit more of this of skin tone, I mean, the legs is one thing. The legs is supposed to have like a sheen, a shine to it, because she did wear like tights or pantyhose or whatever you want to call it in the show, to kind of give her legs that glossy sheen look, you know. So that's understandable that has like a tan look, right? Because her legs always look a little more tan because of that. But I would say from like her chest to her arms up to her face, if they added a little bit more coloring, maybe a little more flesh tones in there, a little more, I mean, it's in there subtly. It's not bad, okay? But maybe a little bit more eye makeup to kind of match the box a little bit under the eyes there, you know, maybe just little touch-ups. I think it would have improved it and maybe made it a 10 out of 10. But with that being said, that's a nitpick. I do like it. The cape, the base is beautiful. It has the plate. It does have the Wonder Woman plate that you put on the back there that you can't really see right now. I'll try to turn this around. You can swivel her on the base too, which is nice. So it does have some give if you want to turn her around, so you can kind of see the back of her. There's the bracelets, which are nice, and here's what I'm talking about with the beads that are on the cape. So they give you extras of these. I guess in case any of these ever fall off, they do have like some extras in the box. So that's a nice touch to give, you know, just in case something falls off or gets loose or lost. You know, you have some extras to repair or to glue back on or play with in case one's lost. So that's what these are for here. So you got an extra of these that can go on the cape if it falls off. So far, I haven't seen any problem or any. I don't feel like this is delicate. I think it would take a lot for one to fall off, or unless one was kind of faulty, you know, like a manufacturer defect. Because these are all pretty good and on there pretty good. They don't feel like they're in danger of falling off or you know, loosening. So I think this is just a precaution and a nice touch that they do that. Let me take the cape off real quick so you can see it without the cape, and you can kind of see more of the statue itself, because you got to be a little cautious here, because when you untie it, when the cape is heavy, so the cape will the gravity will take over. But the only place I could see possibly there being an issue with the beads is right here where the cape connects by the hair, because as you can see, it can get stuck there. So let me pause the video and get this cape off safely, and then I'll show you her again without the cape. Okay, so this is the cape off and spread out, and I did this on purpose because I wanted you guys to see just how massive this cape actually is. Okay, look how wide it spreads. I mean, it covers almost the entire box, so that's no joke. That cape is sturdy, well-made, and heavy. So I just wanted to show you that. And also, you know, to note that the cape, again, I wish with the pose, right? The pose of her, although I like the pose, it's a unique pose. It definitely captures the spirit of her. You never really see her like this. I mean, it looks like she's just kind of like posing to be sexy and kind of futzing with her hair. Not really Wonder Woman, you know. I would have liked the option of maybe different arms to maybe be able to hold the cape. So like, you know, like the scene, the promo shots where she's got like the cape kind of fanned out, where she's holding one side of the cape up, or maybe both sides, so you can kind of pose her that way with that cape kind of flared out. Because I think it's really a beautiful cape, and I think it needs to be, you know, it could be displayed more. So I think another posing option would have been in order here. But, you know, that's a nitpick. Nothing to write home about. Anyway, getting back to the figure itself. So now I want to show you basically with the cape off. So as now you can kind of see what I'm talking about with this that hooks on in the back of the stand. So it's like the Wonder Woman logo. Curious as to why it's black and not gold. I think it would have been better as gold. Matter of fact, in one of the promo shots, I could have swore it was gold, but I may be getting confused with Tweeterhead or something like that again. But anyway, here is the figure without the cape. Also very iconic. So if you do get a version that doesn't come with the cape, like the standard, you know, definitely nothing wrong with that. It still looks very good, and I'll pan out. I'll try to pan out here so you can kind of see her from a long, you know, a further away shot here. All right, so again, very iconic, and I'll turn her around again so you can see the costume and you can see the back, okay? So again, very authentic, very accurate, right? The boots, the back of the boots, the back of the shorts, the stars, right amount of stars that didn't go all the way down. The season 1 outfit, the stars went all the way down, was more comic booky, whereas the CBS version, I guess you could say, season 2 and 3, the stars kind of came down to a point and stopped. So this is definitely accurate to that version of the costume. There's the the details on the tiara that she's wearing on her head. You could see the star in the middle, and there's like a little bit, I don't know how much I could zoom in without blurring, but if you notice, there's that little like sort of like ruby or bead in the middle that if you hit the light the right way, it kind of spreads. See, yeah, look at that. It looks like it's lit up. Look how cool that is. That's a nice little touch, whether it's on purpose or not, but it kind of like it, when you move it around, it kind of looks like it lights up. That's pretty cool. All right. So her earrings, definitely patented, accurate earrings. She wore those red ball earrings in her ears. Again, the red lipstick, the bracelets, the bulletproof bracelets, has nice little details on there, including the star. All right, it's a little blurry, but you get the point. So really well done. Like I said, overall, very happy, very well done overall. Like I said, I do think that there could be some differences, but overall, not bad. I'm trying to focus out, and it won't let me focus out here. Okay, there we go. I'll just do it manually. All right. Also, the lasso. The lasso is connected. It does not come off, but it gives the illusion that it's a separate piece because it's not rope. It's not real rope. It's kind of like a soft plastic vinyl kind of thing. So, but it's flexible enough that it has a realistic look to it. So, really good. Overall, very happy with it. They did a great job. They did a great job with it overall. Anyway, guys, just to wrap it up, just wanted you to take a look at this. This is the 1/3 scale. I'm still waiting for the day where they come out with a really good 1/6 scale Lynda Carter Wonder Woman. There's some customs out there, people that work on customs that are looking really good, and they're getting closer to that perfection. It's very hard sometimes to capture the female, especially one that has like some skin showing. It's hard to do it realistically, but with these Fison bodies and stuff now, and these tailors and these sculptors that are getting closer and closer, it's getting more close to reality. So, you know, seeing like a character like this brought to life in 1/6, or, you know, Batgirl from the 66 Batman series, or Catwoman, you know, Julie Newmar, any of those, I see them becoming a reality more every day, that they can actually exist and exist well, you know, not look like a Barbie doll, you know. But for a 1/3 scale statue, this is definitely the way to go. And I'm always a fan of the heroes I grew up with, you know, Lynda Carter, Lou Ferrigno's, you know, Hulk, and Bill Bixby, the Incredible Hulk. I have a statue of that on the way through a custom company. You know, the 66 Batman series, Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man, Knight Rider, A-Team. You know, these are the shows I grew up with. Dukes of Hazzard, you know, Daisy Duke. Would love to see a figure or statue of her. That would be great. Yeah, I'm a dirty old man right now. But anyway, once again, definitely this is beautiful. If you're a fan of Lynda Carter's Wonder Woman, or a fan of this era, you know, if you're my age group, you know, and you grew up watching her, this is beautiful. Again, my only nitpick, my only strikes against it is maybe a little bit better paintwork on the skin tone to add that, just that more, that realistic touch, just slightly more like it looks like on the box in the promo pics. But again, just a nitpick, because it is pretty well done considering it. I just feel like there should be a little more color in there. And the pose, I think the pose is a little suspicious. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, this part's okay. This is her superhero stance right here, but the arms being up, like kind of like futzing with her hair, is a little bit of a curious decision, you know, to pose it like that. It looks good, it works, but not really one of her iconic poses. I mean, the fist on her hips, or like I said, the one arm out, you know, fanning out the cape, or, you know, something like that, I think would have been a little bit more accurate, you know, to something we've seen in promo pics or what have you, or posters. This is a little suspicious, is why they went with this. But again, it's a nitpick because it still looks great. And with the cape on, you know, to me, this kind of pose makes more sense with the cape there. Like it's like she's putting on the cape. You know, without the cape, it just looks like she's kind of admiring herself in a strike a pose, you know, in the mirror, you know, fixing her hair before she goes and fights crime. So it's kind of, it's a little bit of a strike in my book. You know, I at least maybe have more than one arms that maybe you can like detach, like some statues do that, where they give you the option to like swap out an arm with a different pose or a different, you know, position. I don't know. But overall, though, like I said, overall, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Prime One Studio and Blitzway did a great job with this. And, you know, it does come really damn close to the promo and the prototypes that we've seen. So I'm not going to complain. All right, guys. And, you know, from a certain distance and a certain angles, the outfit actually looks like real media. Like, it looks like mixed media. Like, it looks like a real outfit and not so much a statue until you kind of get in closer, you know. But they did a good job with the wrinkles and the folds and just the way the outfit fits, so that it does look like, you know, at a certain distance, it looks like material. So, job well done overall. The boots are great. The stand is great. Nice touch. All right, guys, you know, not much more to say. If you like this character, go out and get one while you still can. And I'm sure there'll be more of these to come in the future of other companies and other scales and what have you, like Tweeterhead's done and so on. So I look forward to more Lynda Carter Wonder Woman collectibles in my collection. All right, guys, until next time, JoeBiz34, peace out.